Yes, guys, welcome back to Chasing Green Arrow.
We're here. We made
Monday
it.
Night. Oh, Dean, the first of many Monday nights we're going to spend together. I hope.
Yes.
This season. And
yes,
mate, we'll talk. I mean, firstly, how are you? And as part of that same question, the big question pre-season was Haaland, Salah, and the answer was the same as last year. Both.
You've got to have both, mate. Why does everyone overthink this game? What are you doing? You pick the best players in football and they'll get you points.
Yeah, but that's so exciting. I'm still not sure the answer's both. I'm being slightly facetious, but from Gameweek 1, it was both.
It's both because we don't know who's going to be good. So you just play it safe and then you just figure it out. Obviously, Salah didn't even play well, but he gets that goal, flips onto his right foot and sticks that away. And you're like, well, that's why you have to have him. And then you watch Haaland play the next day and he's barely had a touch and he scores the goal. And you're like, that's why you have to have him.
I think it was 12 touches, 2 goals, and an XG of 2.06 or something. That's just what he does.
It's what he does. And so obviously I went a bit extreme on the premium front and covered myself by having GW and Palmer as well. And those two blanks. So it didn't fully pay off. But ultimately, instead of those two, I'd have had Morgan Rogers and João Pedro, and it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. But now for the next game, I've got Cole Palmer, good fixture. I got GW, good fixture. And I'm like, happy days. Like, I've now got a captain in probably one of those two rather than Salah or Haaland, potentially. So I'm happy. I ended up with 61 points, which is completely fine.
Completely good. 61's good, mate.
Fine. Yeah, Nottingham Forest are obviously a big letdown for a lot of people. As you know, you and I both doubled up on Forest defence and it looked like it was going to be fine. And then a silly penalty ruins the day on that one.
Do you know what? It was the right call because until that penalty, they didn't have a sniff. And it was a stupid penalty to concede as well. Like the XG, they would have clocked something like 0.50 without the pen. Like, as in, it was a blatant clean sheet fixture. Brentford were used to Brentford are in trouble, aren't they? Like, they
got to fix up sharp. They were terrible. But it was. I think Brentford will be fine this seaon. But I don't know why I think that. Yeah, I do.
Your mates with Keith Andrews?
Might be. It might be biased. Yeah, I don't even like Brentford, obviously. But they're missing a lot. They're missing so much right now. They've lost key players to transfer. Damsgaard was missing for that one too. Obviously, Visser's still pushing for his move to Newcastle, which he's going to get. Keith Andrews, his first ever game in Premier League management. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. And away from that, mate, obviously rescued by this man here in real life football, who is hanging around, it seems, for a bit longer. So that's handy for Fulham fans. So I had a good moment in real life football, celebrating that late equaliser from Muniz, and maybe he does become an FPL option after all. Maybe.
Let us know in the chat your scores. We've got Bello on 73 with Tarkowski to play. What's interesting in that Fulham-Brighton game was there were 2 players that caught the eye pre-season. Rutter, because he was playing number 9, he's a 6-minute midfielder, and Harry Wilson, who was looked really good pre-season. Now, both of them went on and got a return in that game. And what was also interesting was we're moaning here about our Nottingham Forest clean sheet wipeouts, but so many had Brighton clean sheet wipeouts at the death as well. De Kuyper was fairly highly owned. Verbruggen was quite a popular 4.5 million pick. So that was annoying for Brighton owners, I guess. But yeah, an interesting one. Just 2 good teams. I think that game showed me between Brighton and Fulham. 1, they're both quite good. But 2, I quite like both defences. I think they'll win quite a lot of games 1-0. Like Fulham and Brighton was a very low XG game that. Like both quite solid at the back.
Yeah, I mean, Fulham offered very little going forwards, so hopefully sign a couple of forwards. There was no zip about them. Brighton should really have put the game to bed before we were able to equalise. Some people are saying the stream is down. Not sure. Let me double check that. A few people are saying it's not working.
Oh, they've got the Circle of Doom.
It's working on what I can see it. I've got it running on another phone.
Oh.
And
I've got the Circle of Doom.
Have you?
Oh, that's not great. So it's fine for CH. And it's fine for you, but not for me. That's so weird. So it works in the US because CH is North America.
It's fine for me. Yeah, I can see this.
Maybe it like, okay, can you give us your country and if the stream is working? So
Stream
like,
gone, yeah, maybe.
hang on, how does Tom know to say not working for me if he can't hear what we're asking of him?
Maybe he's just sat in the chat and it's just like, this isn't working. Someone just said
the
not
chat
heard
works for everyone.
Not heard one sentence yet. Weird. What do we do? You're more experienced in these things than I am, mate. You've got other streams. Have you ever?
I mean, it
do we
feels.
restart?
We know that our producer is trying to get an internet connection. I expect as soon as he gets a connection, it comes back to life. I'm also worried if we stop the stream that we can't come back to it on YouTube. But that we did that 10 minutes ago and that was fine, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm in the UK and it's just a circle, says Dark Lord Present.
And then full of them says, I'm in England working. And someone says, yeah, gone. Fine here in UK, says Amanda. This is so bizarre. I've never had this.
No.
I've never known it where some people can watch and some people can't. And it's still completely normal for me on my phone. It's just running like normal. It's just us discussing the fact it's not working when it is.
And
Harry said it's not working in England. Someone else just said it is working in England.
What about for the catch-up viewers, though? Because I'm like, if you're watching on catch-up, are they going to get the spinning circle or they see what we're recording right now, which then will make it a fine episode? Because most watch on catch-up. Not most, but our numbers are probably bigger total catch-up versus the hour now. I'll message our producer and say... Well,
yeah. I'm writing in this chat now. Sorry, everyone, for those of you this is working for. Let me just see if we can fix this while we're sat here. While you're messaging, G, I'll just talk just in case for the people that are still watching. I watched the Liverpool game first, and Semenyo obviously was an oversight coming into the season. Fair play to him for reacting the way he did to the racial abuse, but then also, playing so well at the same time. Like, ridiculous situation he found himself in, obviously. Like, that's ridiculous. But, really good performance from Semenyo and definitely been overlooked early on in the season. So there's that to contemplate. In terms of the Saturday games, Aston Villa 0, Newcastle 0. Not a lot to see, but I actually wasn't that put off of what I saw from Newcastle, and Anthony Gordon in particular, I was very intrigued by.
For his hair.
Yeah. But playing as through the middle, he was making himself opportunities. I actually thought they did all right, Newcastle, in the circumstances. Obviously, we're playing against a team with 10 men in the end and would have fancied themselves to win, but there we go. I mean,
West Ham to get sent off. Do you remember? Was it early? Because Villa didn't offer much, but was it an early red card?
No. It was like... I'm going to guess 65, 70.
Oh, so Villa were really bad then because they produced like 1.15 XG. I saw.
Yeah. Everyone's saying it's working fine now. It's coming back to life. So I'm glad we've kept it going. Stick with us. It's coming back around. You're not missing too much chat yet. I'm just going to go through the games one by one while it sorts itself out. West Ham, clearly a team to target at the moment. Your boys, Chelsea, looking at them next. West Ham were utterly atrocious. A bizarre midfield combination that they went to.
Oh, yeah.
Which was strange.
And Rodriguez,
Rodriguez. And it was too weak. And Sunderland just, found a way straight through that. So that was bizarre. We knew West Ham weren't going to be good, but I didn't think they'd be that bad. Fair play to Sunderland for seeing them off. Burnley, another team to target, getting smashed by Tottenham 3-0. Clearly, that's a team that we're going to be looking at. Burnley conceded 16 goals last season in the Championship. They'll concede at least 80 this season in the Premier League. They'll be going down, and we need to be on them. Wolves 0, Man City 4. Yeah, we talked there at the top about Haaland. It's his year. Like, he's gonna get 40 goals. I'm going to be on Haaland for every single one of them. We were all right about Reinders. Like, is going to be the FPL pick of the year at this rate? Like 5.5. There won't be anybody that doesn't have him, I don't think, if he stays fit and plays like this. I tell you what, mate, I was impressed by John Stones.
Oh, well, yeah. I thought he looked right. Yeah,
it was just It was like John Stones of old. He was just kind of strolling out the defense, up to midfield, up to right wing. He's dictating the play. Really good stuff from John Stones, I thought. I enjoyed that a lot. And Sunday, Nottingham Forest, obviously 3-1 against Brentford. Chris Wood is still alive, still in this game.
Still scoring low XG chances.
Yeah, I definitely overlooked him. But yeah, the first one, opportunistic. And then the second one, like an unbelievable pass from Anderson to see him. And Wood's off on his toes straight away. Takes it perfectly. Chelsea disappointing 0-0 with Palace, who should have won the game 1-0 because they were cheated out of a free kick goal from Eze, where they've just made up a rule on the spot. Ridiculous stuff. Poor old Eze owners, if there's any out there that were willing to go there. And then Man United 0, Arsenal 1 to round off the action that we've seen so far. Gyökeres getting a lot of stick for his performance so far. Subbed on 59 minutes, which was annoying. But does not deter me at all from playing in week 2 against Leeds.
No, you've got to absolutely play him. The early sub's not ideal, but you've got to think there is going to be a bit of minute share between Havertz and...
It's the first game of the season.
Yeah. Like... And look, if he's gone and scored a goal, like, you're going to keep him on and then he gets a brace and whatever. Like, Leeds is still a great fixture. I do wonder moving forward if we get a lot of 60, 70 minutes. A bit like João Pedro. You call it with João Pedro, and João Pedro owners are now looking at it going, should we sell him? It's like, no, because when you bought him, you didn't think he was coming off, like, you didn't think he was playing 90, did you? Like, he got 72 minutes. If you had asked me how many minutes is he going to get, I would have said 75. Like, we knew what we were getting. By the way, it's still not working for some, but hopefully on catch-up, it's working. Header's still got the Circle of Doom.
Yeah. Well, we'll carry on as normal. And apologies if you can't watch this one live. But we'll persist because I think it's working for enough people right now. Okay. And we've got a show. Before we move on, if the producer can hear me, there is a team I want to put up before we get into the proper discussions. Because let's see if the producer manages to stick this team up. He might not be able to.
No chance. I don't think he can hear us.
Do you not think he can?
No, because he's not put anything in a private chat since before the show.
He's still in. He's still in there.
Oh,
there we go. See? He might be able to. We'll see. We've got this. Here we go. We're in.
Come on.
Right, there we go. We've got a team. It's not the best quality in the world. Anyway, this is the team. I'll let you know what it actually says if you haven't got a clear image of it. G, how much preparation, how many hours did you put into this game before coming into the season? I guess.
I'd say 110.
110 hours. Anyway, here's the team of my 5-year-old son, Reese.
110 seconds.
Who decided on the eve of the game that he wanted to play because me and Dylan were. And I kind of just gave him options on a screen to pick. Was like 8 each time. And he was just kind of... He had a few names that he knew, obviously. Like, he wanted Haaland. He wanted to pick
Bruno.
Players. He wanted Bruno Fernandes. He wanted Leno in goal. Anyway, 5 years old, he got 67 points, and he picked this team in 3.5 minutes. Game week 1 is nonsense.
Awesome.
Game week 1 is not.
Picks.
This is the. I thought this was worth showing because it's like, obviously, like as you go through the season, like he'll lose his way. He's not going to remember, and we're going to forget to do it, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. But for game week 1, it really is a bit of a nonsense, isn't it? You see people were triple captaining Ekitike or Semenyo and getting lucky bench boosts and stuff. And so just to show that a 5-year-old picks a defence of Ait Nouri, Reece James, Mark Gahey, Pedro Porro, and gets a ridiculous score on top of the fact he captains Haaland. He had Ekitike on the bench there with 11, just chilling. I
can't believe he actually even had bench points. It's such a good effort from him. And he's picked like players like King, 4.5 enabler, getting minutes. Could have got Defcon King.
Yeah, because I then got to the point where his team was like, right, you now need some cheap players, so I'm going to put some players up. He goes, oh, there's a Fulham one, I'll pick him. It's like, yeah, you've just picked Josh King. He's going to start the Premier League season. Good pick. So yeah, like for people that are disillusioned, for people that overthink, for people that are concerned, you can fix it all tomorrow. Just look at game week 2, start over again, and you can get a great game week. It is deep, obviously, because we all love analysing this game and we want to have a good season. And your team wasn't picked just to have a good game week 1. You already know what you were doing game week 2, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But it just made me laugh that, like, I'm in a league whereby I'm actually in the league, bless you, with my best mate and our 4 kids, basically. And there's a 6-year-old top with 75 points, then a 5-year-old 67 points, and then a 7-year-old with 62 points, and then it's me.
Oh, that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Love that.
Anyway, we can get it off the screen now. The torch is done for G, seeing what a 5-year-old could have done compared to him. He should be on Sky Sports.
I tell you what, Reese, I'll see you in game week 38, yeah? Right, let's have a look at. Well, we'll come away from Reese's. Although, look, fair play. I think, Dean, for as long as he's above you, we should be showing his team each week. That's quite a cool thing to do. Let's show his team every Monday for as long as he's above you, and that might be. This might be the last time we see it, but let's see. Let's talk Haaland and Salah, because there are quite a few, and I don't think it's many of our chasers. There's a few out there that might be looking at wild carding, which I know sounds a bit full on, but just let us know in the chat. Are you looking to wildcard? Are you open to wildcard? Because there's a lot of players that we want to buy that we perhaps can't get to. So it might include the Haaland Salah double up. It might include Semenyo, Richarlison. Reinders, if you don't own him, by the way. If I didn't own Tijani Reinders, that's my transfer. I'm making a transfer this week and getting him in. He has already gone up in price. He will rise again. Yep. You know it's inevitable that you'll end up buying him. He is the only player in FPL that has been priced wrong this year. And what I mean when I say that is there's a lot of, it's so subjective. It would be wrong to say Salah or Haaland or any of those names are priced wrong, because I probably wouldn't ever go more than 0.5 above or below that in terms of what I would price them. There's one player I go, they're 2 million out, like at least. And there's only one that is in that category, and that is Tijani Reinders. Like, if you play Serie A fantasy last year, you know he's good for returns. 10-5 for a rubbish AC Milan team. Like, he should never have been 5.5, but they were so cautious because he moved to a new league and because of Pep Roulette. And it's like, he started 3 and 4 in the Club World Cup. He got 90 minutes. He was always coming in to be a starter. We both said that pre-season. This wasn't going to be a Pep Roulette. He is the new Gundo. He is everything Man City have needed in the last 2 seasons.
Mate, you hear the quotes from him, from Pep, from anyone associated with Man City. He's going to be playing pretty much every game. Yeah. People now talking about him as the De Bruyne of this team and the influence that he's going to have. I still prefer the Gundogan references, to be honest. But there was a lot of match reports talking about Kevin De Bruyne.
Was there? Wow, that is bold. That's not. Yeah. He's more an 8 than a out-and-out playmaker.
I thought so too. Obviously, he's got a real knack of arriving in the box, like, perfectly. Yeah. But he's got way more to his game as well. Just an absolute no-brainer, wasn't it, to have him in your team? You'd have thought. I'd be very surprised if there were many chasers after the way that we talked in pre-season that didn't have him. I mean, you don't have to follow our advice generally, but I think we were both so hot on Reinders that, like, you would have been mad not to have jumped on him for 5.5.
No, I've had so many YouTube comments being like, thank you for that pick. And look, we get a lot wrong. I get a ton wrong. But the one player I was probably most bullish on this preseason in terms of you got to pick him because he's just a ridiculous price point was Reinders.
It was.
And I did a poll on my channel on Sunday morning. How many of you own Reinders Game Week 1? And this was my audience, same as the Chasing Green Arrows audience. It was something like 70%. And I was like, whoa, if I put that on FPL Twitter, it would probably be 40. And obviously in the masses, it's like 15. So I was like, whoa, that's awesome to know. Like, my audience, our audience, the Chasing audience, are on Reinders, which is brilliant to know. Now, if you're not on him, don't panic. It was only 10 points. Like, it could have been bigger. And he didn't get any bonus points, Dean. Like, that's an interesting topic to discuss. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with him not getting bonus because I know how the bonus point system works. But clearly, he was the best player in the game, and he got Ait Nori got a bonus point, and he didn't even get an attacking return, but he got a clean sheet and some good defensive actions. But yeah, no bonus.
Yeah, that's true. There are a few people in the chat saying that they do wish they'd gone with Reinders. A-Man says, I'm going to go for Reinders in game week 6. It's a risk, man. Like, you're missing out on some great points. In the meantime, Keshav said, we'll go for Reinders next game week and exhaust 2 transfers in one go.
Okay.
There's a couple of messages that are coming about Oscar Bob also being very good value, given that he started this game. Bear in mind, Savinho's transfer to Tottenham looks like it's going to be off. So that does bring more competition for places. But Pep loves Oscar Bob. And if he's fit, then there's definitely something to see there. And he could well be a good pick if he's 5.5 as well. Like, a lot of people talking here about the fact Reinders is up to 5.6 now, which is going to be frustrating for a lot of people. Some people that are still having a problem with the stream, give it a refresh or a reboot. It's working for most people now, so just try to give it a new go. Childs asks who to replace Konza. Yeah, I mean, I got a narrow escape there, mate, because I had Konza in all my drafts.
Yeah.
And pulled him last minute, and then he was gone. And
I thought of you when Konza got sent off.
Yeah, I got Reece James in last minute.
He still got a clean sheet though, which is annoying.
Still got the clean sheet, yeah, because the sending off was 65 minutes or whatever it was.
If Newcastle had scored after his red card, he would have still lost a clean sheet though, which is interesting.
Would he?
Yeah.
Why? I thought if you came off and you had the clean sheet, you had
hang on, after 60.
Yeah, after 60, I think.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think he would have been fine.
Yeah. So that would have been amazing. You obviously lost a couple of points because he was sent off, but and now you haven't got him for the next game week. But it was a red card. It was the right.
It's only one game though, isn't it? He's missing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's arguing about. Clear red card. But yeah, even when Reinders goes up to 6 million, he'll be cheap as chips, says Frode. Yeah, still good value at 6. Like, that's
if he's gone to 6, he's had a ton of points not in your team. That's the point. If he's 6 million when you buy him, you're right. Great price points deal. You could pay 7 and be happy. Yeah. But if he's gone up to 6 million, you've lost a ton of points to the field.
Yeah. A lot of people, the question is on the screen now. I've seen a few people talk about making this transfer, going from Palmer to Saka.
Whoa. I mean, no.
I don't see that.
It's one game.
I just don't see it. And like, there's not like Saka did anything in the United game that made me think I want him. I'm sure don't get me wrong, Saka's going to get points and he's going to get goals and assists. It's part and parcel of the season. But I don't think after 1 week I'd be sacrificing Palmer for him. I'd say they're going to be pretty neck and neck, aren't they? Like throughout the season, they're going to be highs and lows that come, and you'll just have to accept that you can't have all the points.
I mean, West Ham away is a good fixture for Palmer. There will be a lot of people captaining Cole Palmer this week. We'll talk about captaincy later in the show, but if you're on wildcard right now, would Saka be in your team? I don't think he would. Like, I don't think we've seen I don't think fixtures are good enough. The entry point's great, sure. Free hit, you'd put Saka in. Wildcard, you wouldn't. Like, I'd be wildcarding with Haaland and Salah, and then I would probably have a team full of good defenders because I think there's value. We've seen Cucurella 9 points. We've seen Aït-Nouri 9 points. The Arsenal defenders have mopped up. And with the addition of defensive contributions, Daniel Munoz on my bench got 5 points. Like, I would probably go for a load of 5.5, 6 million players to get Haaland and Salah in. Now, who are the best 5.5, 6 million players in the game? Yeah, Tijani Reinders and Elliot Anderson I'd have, but I'd go, I'm just going to pay 5 at the back. And I'd probably pay 5-4-1. Are there any forwards in the game that we've seen this weekend and we go, oh, I need to buy him? Like, even Solanke and Richarlison are going to share minutes. Delap and João Pedro are going to share minutes. Chris Wood might not be a 90-minute man. I know he scored 2, but we saw an early sub. Like, Watkins was disappointing, Dean. Let's talk forwards and Watkins, because that's why I asked you when the red card was, because I didn't watch that game. And I saw Villa had like an XG of 0.15 and thought, okay, if the red card was early, fair enough. But if they played an hour and had one shot on target, or one shot, like that's poor.
Yeah, they had a couple of opportunities, but yeah, it wasn't vintage Villa by any stretch. And I think Newcastle should have won the game. So that is a bit surprising. I did feel for you. I mean, it was the 4:30 a.m. game here, so I didn't get out to watch it live. I've watched it back. But I woke up and saw that Watkins had blanked, and I was like, poor G, that's not what he wanted on game week 1. But ultimately, Joker is blanked anyway, and people in that similar, João Pedro, like there's a lot of players in that that same price bracket that blanks. It's only Haaland that's gone and proven people wrong really by getting the 2, as well as Chris Wood. But you look at Jared Bowen. No, he didn't do it. Mateta, what did Mateta get in the end?
No, he blanked, didn't he? 2, I guess.
He blanked, but did he get any? Yeah, I wasn't sure if he got anything. He actually only got 1. Yeah, so Mateta, he had a good effort though, didn't he? He had a really good effort in the game. I remember he's like hit this shot that fell over his shoulder and he kind of hit it first time. So he did all right. But there's no one really that jumped out. And it's one of those things where you've just got to, the goal scorers, they're gonna score, and you've got to stick by them. If you keep swapping out your strikers week on week, you're in danger of missing all the points, because the guy you've just jumped off might well score and your guy is not going to score anymore. And that's why I'm going to try not to be reactive at all. I mean, as much as possible, I'm going to try not to make a transfer this week. I don't think I'll need to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if Haaland and Salah don't score, hopefully Palmer and Gyökeres do. Like, that's the whole point of me having these premiums. And then I've got Tijani Reinders, and there's that Dewsbury Hall pick that I've got that I don't know what that's going to be like yet. We'll see in a couple of hours.
Team news in 10 minutes. We'll see if he's in the 11, and we'll see if he's number 10, and we'll see if Grealish is in the 11. That'll be interesting.
There you go. Frode's asking, is Isak going to be on Newcastle's bench for a year? No, Isak will leave. Isak will leave Newcastle. He wouldn't even be on the bench, I don't think, if he would. He's absolutely adamant he's never playing for him again. It's a proper, like, down your tools situation. They'll get Visser, and then they need to get someone else.
Yeah, because Visser's the Callum Wilson replacement.
Yeah, this is not.
Go get Nicholas Jackson, because I've picked him in fantasy draft and I need him in the Premier League.
Need him playing.
Yeah, I don't want him off to Milan or something. But Visser's unfollowed Brentford today on social in the last couple of hours. Have you seen that?
It makes me laugh, really, because Newcastle fans are like, hate Isak, and they're like kicking his car as he leaves a car park or whatever, and they're singing songs about him being greedy in the stands. Like, didn't you not hear it? Yeah, so
no, I've not heard any of that.
There's only so the Newcastle fans went over to clap the players went over to clap the fans at the end of the game, and the entire away end was singing "There's only one greedy." Yeah,
wow. But
that was all you could hear, and the players are standing like that, and all they sung was about Isak being greedy. But obviously, so they're angry at the way Isak's behaving. They're signing a player that's doing exactly the same thing over at Brentford. This is doing exactly the same thing, but they've got no problem with that because he's joining you. So, you've got to accept where you are in the food chain. Like, Isak wouldn't have done this for many teams, but he wants to join Liverpool.
Guys, we haven't asked you because we're in and out, but I think our connection's better now. So I'm going to ask you a favour. It's hard asking for likes and subscribes when.
Have you enjoyed the stream that's been down for the last 20 minutes?
I think we can just about peek over and go, can we have a like and subscribe, please?
Boost this stream because now we've actually got some content.
Some connection. So, guys, if you want to hit the buttons, we'd love that. But let's talk about 3 of the games at the weekend, and then we're going to talk about moving forward. We do want to talk about captaincy for game week 2 early. So we're going to do a captaincy poll in a minute. But first, let's just review the 3 games. And look, one way of reviewing games I think we should do on this channel on a Monday is bonus points and DEFCON points, because it's a good gauge for who picked up the extras. We don't necessarily need to talk about the goals and the assists right here, right now, because that's a detail you're probably reacting to on a Saturday or a Sunday. But as we look forward and we look more granular detail, the DEFCONs are going to be so fun this year. So let's just load those 3 or one of those games. And
was it, as an overarching question, because I don't know about this, did DEFCON count for much?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe not with the popular picks, but a lot of players got it, and it's definitely changed the way I watch football matches. And then we're going to get a load of extra 2-pointers. Like Bruno missed out on DEFCON by 1. We expected Bruno to be a DEFCON beast. Virgil, remind me what you have to get again. What's the point? Virgil van Dijk. You need 10. Virgil got 21.
But he's limited, right, on what he can get.
Capped at 2. Now, if you're a midfielder, you need 12. So Tyler Adams, by the way, who we knew this, and Senesi, we knew this. 2 of the standout picks pre-season were Adams and Senesi. They both hit DEFCON. It's fairly predictable. Like, Mo Salah, out of nowhere, got 9 defensive actions.
Yeah.
He's never had 9 defensive actions in the Premier League, or not since 2018. So that just doesn't happen. But it was just the way the game went. Like Liverpool were actually up against it quite a lot, and Salah was deeper than he might have been. Bournemouth were good. They caused him a few problems. But more often than not, the DEFCON beasts will come to the fore. And by game week 4, 5, 6, we'll see more consistency there. But teams like Nottingham Forest, who we expected loads of DEFCON from Murillo, the best DEFCON defender other than Tarkowski in the game, we didn't see. But that's not surprising because they played Brentford, who didn't have any of the ball and didn't cause them any problems. So again, we're often looking for defenders that are up against it. And actually, it shows how good Bournemouth were. The Virgil van Dijk, 21 occasions, had to make a tackle, an interception, a block, or a clearance.
Interesting. Yeah, that's. Well, I'm going to say that's going to be rare, but it actually doesn't seem like it is going to be rare because Liverpool are playing so open. It's more chaotic. Maybe once Gravenberch is in there with a bit more protection, McAllister being stuck back there wasn't helpful. Once Soboslai left him exposed, like they were, and they got run over a bit. But there's still those channels either side of Van Dijk where people are getting joy at the moment, and it's pretty bizarre. Obviously trying to sign Mark Gahey, which would be a good signing, but yeah, very strange that Van Dijk is having to do some proper defending, and at times he's not actually doing it that well, I've got to admit.
I don't know if I can read it. Our assets are quite blurry, I think, because our stream is quite weak. But hopefully you can read it at home, and I think I can make it out. But yeah, bonus point system we've got here as well, and DEFCON. I mean, we've just seen 5 DEFCON point scorers from one game in Liverpool Bournemouth. When we go to Man City, it was very different. Only Aït-Nouri got them, and only Andre got them. Again, Andre was one of the best for DEFCON last season. This is a player that's going to get DEFCON in like 60, 70% of games. When you're looking to spend 5-ish million in midfield, you've got to look at the DEFCON point as well. What's interesting here is Reinders. Is it Reinders or Reinders, Dean?
Reinders, I think.
Yeah, I think it is Reinders. 32 versus Aït-Nouri's 33. Now, Reinders goal and assist, Aït-Nouri no attacking return. So Aït-Nouri has benefited in bonus because he got loads of tackles, interceptions, blocks, but he also benefits in DEFCON. This is a massive shift to benefit the defender. Aït-Nouri has picked up 3 additional points in a football match where, like, he very easily could have had just a 6 and he got a 9. Effectively, he's got a free assist here. He's got an assist from defensive contributions. So, yeah, Reinders actually lost 14 bonus points, BPS, bonus point score points. 14, which is unheard of for being offside, making tackles, being offside, committing fouls, getting yellow carded, missing the target, and getting tackled. He got tackled lots, so he lost 14. Otherwise, he'd have, been on for 2 bonus.
Oh, right. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but as the forwards, you score, you get rewarded. Haaland 49 there with his 2. We'll go on to the third game, and we'll talk captaincy in a minute, guys. Stay tuned for that one because it's a proper split pot this week. All those Man City players picking up huge BPS, like loads of them are sort of mid to high 20s, like fair play. They're just going to be so good this year. Oh no. No defensive contributions we can talk about on this one.
No, it's a Tottenham game, right?
We'll come off that then.
Yeah, don't worry about the Tottenham game because there was no defending scene.
I was really excited about DEFCON chat tonight, and we didn't because I'd seen that like you get 4 or 5 players per fixture, but I think we've picked the one where you don't get any.
Yeah, this one here, this Ballard fella that nobody knew before the weekend. He had a good weekend, didn't he?
Mate, I looked at his record. He scored something like 7 in 90. And then at Arsenal under 18s, he got 5 in 35. So he's an all right goal threat. But just interesting, Sunderland are very happy sort of getting crosses in, scoring headed goals. We saw it from Mayenda as well. Great ball in from Adingra for the Ballard goal. Ballard got DEFCON, bonus, goal, and clean sheet, 17 points. But annoyingly, he is 4.5 million. You can get Sunderland defenders for 4, but yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we? I don't know if there's any more. If not, we'll go on to captaincy. Or if we've got any more we can show. It's always fun to come round quickly on our DEFCON roundup on a Monday, I think. If you like that inclusion, guys, let us know. If DEFCON bores you to death, also let us know.
Yeah. Also, in future, bear in mind the graphics will be better than this. Like it looks like it's written in, I don't even know, like hieroglyphics or something. Like you can't even read it. Oh, is this the Man United game? Yeah, you go. You got some more DEFCON there. Yoro, Odegaard, and Saliba.
Oh, Saliba, yeah. Interesting. Saliba outscoring Gabriel there. And Bruno Fernandes was on 9. No, 11 or 10. I don't know. He was 1 or 2 off. Yeah, you need 12. I think he was on 11.
Okay.
Loads went Bruno.
Bruno Fernandes was absolutely dreadful.
Yeah. And pretty damn deep, wasn't he?
It was dreadful. Like one of the worst games ever for Man United.
Do you reckon? What? Do you reckon? I only watched half the game, but yeah.
It was like, yeah, it was. It's just kind of going to be wasted in this role. Like he was very wasteful anyway, and when he did have opportunities, even on free kicks, I was disappointed in him. Yeah, I thought Man United were really good. Bruno,
who do you like? Mbeumo or Cunha or Sesko?
So different, Mbeumo and Cunha, because Cunha's making it work for himself. Like he's so creative on the ball and he's so determined that I was really impressed by that. Whereas Mbeumo seems more predetermined in terms of the spaces that they're going to get him into and how they're going to have joy out of it. But those two players are going to be great signings. Like it'll be interesting to see which one actually does better in FPL. But obviously, like we talk about exceeding their XG when you come to like Cunha particularly. But you see why? Because he's just willing to try stuff and he'll get the ball. Like there was one stage against Arsenal where he picks up the ball on a halfway line, literally charges through 4 players straight through the middle of them and then gets a shot away. And you're like, well, yeah, nobody's trying to do that. And Burma on set pieces. Yeah, I mean, obviously once Bruno's off him, like, and Burma will get a bit more of that. Šeško will do bits once he's given more minutes. United should have given him more minutes here because they just didn't have the goal. And obviously, like it's all just they're just flawed because of the goalkeeping situation, which they need to go and fix. Otherwise, it's a waste of a season. Like United genuinely look quite good in most aspects of their play. Patrick Dorgu looks like a really good pick. Like, I don't know if he's particularly good still. I have to say that. I'm not sure about like his decision making and his end product. But from an FPL perspective, at 4.5, he's good because
he's quite greedy, which I like.
Greedy, he's flying down there. There's the shot that hit the post. So I'm definitely sticking with Dorgu, even though he might be a bit of a liability in real life. Yeah, we'll wait and see on that one. Charles says, start Eze next week despite his link to Spurs. Look, he's going to make a transfer in the next couple of days, probably.
Yeah,
so.
It looked like he got the early sub. It looked like that was his last game in the Palace.
He was not supposed to be playing in that game. Like there was an agreement that he wasn't supposed to play. It didn't ruin the transfer, but it kind of put it in threat, and it was very brave of Palace to do that. But
imagine if he broke his leg.
Yeah, exactly.
But he didn't celebrate the free kick, did he? Because he didn't know straight away that was going to be ruled out, and he didn't celebrate at all.
I don't think he wanted to be out there, nor did Mark Gahey. I don't know if you saw Gahey kind of blank Glasner as well.
That was hilarious that the cameras happened to be tracking Glasner at the time he did that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, not good. But
this Palace team is built on team spirit and camaraderie, and you got those two things. It's like, oh,
it's hard, isn't it?
Trouble if they go. Not in trouble that they get relegated, but in trouble as though they're such a great team, and we love Mateta and we love Munoz. As a Munoz owner, I'm like, this is rubbish.
Yeah, it's not ideal for sure, but they've got Nottingham Forest at home next, which isn't a terrible fixture. In terms of Eze, like people saying they're still going to play Eze. Well, if he does make the transfer to Spurs and his first game is Man City away, like I doubt he's going to start the first game. So we'll see where we are at by the time we get to Friday's show, but I'd have some caution about Eze if he does make the transfer in the next 2 days, as I would expect him to.
Dean, we're buffering again, I think. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry, guys. And yeah, Tom's just said he's got the Circle of Doom. But what we're going to do, guys, is we will be back, of course, during the week to answer more of your questions. And we'll make sure we do a dedicated Q&A on Friday. But Nishram, Achpong, don't do it. Like, loads, Tossin will be back fit and probably come in. It's just such a transfer out waiting to happen. Of course, if you're on wildcard, you might pick him. But I don't think you need to go there now. Like, he's no idea how many games he'll get. Bench boost game week 1, 77 now. Free hit game week 2. Which triple Arsenal would you pick? You go Saka. You probably still go Gyökeres. And then you go for probably a defender with a bit of upside. I'd be tempted to go like, I don't know. You could go safe with Gabriel or Saliba, but it won't be a DEFCON game because Arsenal will have the ball. So you're looking for a defender that will get an attacking return. Does Gabriel get one from a header? Or could Calafiori or Ben White be a punt? I don't know. Maybe you go triple attack. You just find two midfielders. Declan Rice looks quite sharp.
I mean, Rice probably a good pick, to be honest. Like, I was a bit annoyed, obviously, the Rice moment. Did you get an assist for that when you land? Did you get an assist for landing?
Rice got the assist. Have you seen Tino Barry benched? I thought going to get the nod over. Got team news. Is Dewsbury Hall playing the 10? Let's have a look. Everton team news. Okay. So we've got a front three of Dewsbury Hall, Alcaraz, and Ndai behind Beto. So that puts Alcaraz probably on the right and Ndai on the left. And Dewsbury Hall is the 10. We've got Grealish on the bench. We've got Barry on the bench. Come on, Dewsbury Hall.
Well, that's good news. That's good news. It means my team might have some more points to come yet. That's happy days. This is one of those games I probably wouldn't watch otherwise. I actually think it'll be a good game. Like it's not that it's not going to be a good game. It's just like one of those that I tend to catch up on. But because it's the first weekend of the season, because I've got Dewsbury Hall, I am actually really intrigued by this fixture. I think it'll be a good game. So yeah, don't forget, people, that Leeds versus Everton kicking off in just over an hour. Elland Road will be popping for that one. Kira Dewsbury Hall, let's go outscore Rangers. Yeah, that'll be nice.
I love FPL. I'm watching that game tonight purely because with an FPL interest. Like,
yeah, it's
Everton's. Or I just want to scout. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's fun at the moment. Same, and like, so there's a TV network out here called Peacock, and it's $10 a month, and you basically get full replays of every game. You get half the games live every weekend. You get extended highlights. You get all this stuff, and it's like, it's so good for particularly FPL when you just want to be like, oh, like I didn't have time. Like suddenly it's like Wednesday, and you're like, oh, I don't really remember like how Wolves played, like how, and you're like, oh, just quickly find it. Like rather than having to scroll through the internet and find some dodgy feed and close all these pop-ups or whatever else, or subscribe to Y Scout for £1 million a season or whatever they charge. So yeah, in America, Peacock is an absolute game changer, and Sky.
I feel like I've watched their highlights through YouTube. Maybe when
like NBC. Yeah.
And you get like a good 10-minute highlight.
Oh, you get every game within like an hour. You get a 13-minute highlight package. Yeah.
Sky do 2.5 minutes on our YouTube writer for Sky in the UK, and we get 2.5 to 3 minutes. And I'm like, you can't. That's not highlights to me. Like that's just goals.
Well, you're not seeing anything. It's just the goals. Yeah. I mean, I remember. I don't know if Sky is still the same, but I remember in the actual Sky package, you used to be able to go in and used to be able to see extended highlights like the next day or something. But yeah, I
don't know if I can,
really, I don't know if they do it anymore.
I don't know. I have Now TV, and I don't know if that gives
Now TV probably doesn't do it. No.
I don't even get. I work for Sky, and I don't even get a bloody package. It's ridiculous.
Shocker.
I'm paying for Now TV, which I'm splitting with my mate, and we've got a login each. You are allowed to do that, I think.
Right, mate, we won't tell anyone, don't worry.
Yeah, it caps it at 2, I think. 2 logins.
Yeah.
And then we do the same for TNT because it's so expensive.
That is a good way of doing it. Yeah.
Hoover at 4 million looks good, says Eamon. I think Wolves are buying a right back, so I would be careful there, by the way.
Yeah, something to look out for sure.
I think we're going to call it because people got the spinning wheel, and I think we said we were going to call it 10 minutes ago in 10 minutes. So I'm going to make, I think we are, unless I get told otherwise. But we said we'd do captaincy. Should we try and do a minute on captaincy, or
let's do it? Yes, let's talk about the next game week. Yeah, let's round it up.
Captaincy. As far as I can see, sorry, Philip, I know it's bad for you, but I think for some it's all right. If you want to support the stream, likes and subscribes. Parma versus West Ham, Salah versus Newcastle, Haaland versus Spurs, and then Watkins versus Brentford. I'm not going to put an Arsenal player in because the vast majority of people watching do not have an Arsenal player. So we'll do a poll for those 4. Now, I don't have Haaland. If I did, I'd captain him. But most, Dean, Palmer, Salah, Watkins. Where are you at with those 3? Those you don't have to captain one of them because you've got Haaland and an Arsenal attacker, but most don't, and they've got, I don't know. Salah's got the toughest fixture. Watkins goes to his old club Brentford, who look poor, and then Cole Palmer's got West Ham. So I'm so 33, 33, 33 on these 3.
I mean, to be honest, because after watching Brentford Gameweek 1, I go Watkins.
Would you?
Yeah, I mean,
my gut said Watkins when I saw it straight away.
I mean, I think that Cole Palmer, like, you'd like to believe in, because West Ham were also atrocious, but it's been a while since Palmer popped in the Premier League now, and it's just a bit weird. And after Chelsea, failing to ignite on game week 1, it's a tough captaincy pick, and it's the Friday night game, so that holds me back as well on Palmer. Who have Liverpool got?
Liverpool go to Newcastle, who look really good versus Newcastle. And I think Newcastle will score in that game, but it could be a bit of an end-to-end basketball match, that one. Could be. We've seen Newcastle-Liverpool thrillers that our era we have.
Yeah. So I'd go Watkins out of those choices you gave me.
Would you? I'm between Watkins and Salah. I don't think I'll go Palmer.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go Palmer. Personally, I'll probably go Gyökeres against Leeds.
You have to.
I'll probably because not many people have got Gyökeres, even those that have are tempted to ditch him at the moment. His home debut. Yeah. I just think it's probably worth a go.
Even though he won't get 90, you don't mind.
I don't care about that. No, I'm not worried about that.
I'd do the same. I'd roll the dice on Gyökeres. I think Haaland's a great alternative for you, though, which most don't have either.
That is true. It'll be out of those 2 for me. We'll see. We'll see where we get to at the end of the week, and Tottenham probably have a new injury by then or something, which makes Man City an even better pick. But I do think Gyökeres is going to be a captain option, and I'm just not put off him after game week 1.
Yeah, the poll. We'll do a poll again on Friday, and we'll perhaps take Haaland out the poll on Friday, and we'll just do Salah, Palmer, Watkins, and see where you guys land. That'll be interesting. The chasers, though, are pro Watkins. They're with you, 28%. So he is second to Haaland, which is interesting because FPL community on Twitter are quite pro Salah, as you might expect. It's a bit of a safer pick.
Yeah, I'm just judging it on what we saw from that Brentford team. I know Villa didn't have any potency in game week 1, but that's not going to be the case every week. And Watkins is going to be hungry to get his first goal under his belt, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Okay, look, what we'll do is we will be back on Friday. It's a Friday deadline, so we'll probably do our sort of 1 o'clock-ish stream, Dean, will we? I know that as early as you can do. We'll do sort of Friday lunchtime press conference.
Friday early afternoon, yeah.
So it'll be an early deadline stream.
Yeah, probably too, yeah.
So come back on Friday, guys. We'll have a couple of videos, though. So if you subscribe to the notification bell, you will see our videos pop up. There'll probably be a video on Wednesday and probably on Thursday. So watch this space. For now, apologies for the lag. I promise you we'll be up and running with better connection on Friday. Thank you to our chasers. Thank you to CH, our mod, who will no doubt be timestamping this, although it might be a bit all over the place today. Sorry, CH. We haven't kept to the best structure. My bad. But yeah, thanks to everyone in the chat. We'll see you on Friday. Let's go Dewsbury Hall.